Hello everyone, this is Mugundan Raghavan, and in this video we are going to see the variable declaration and primitive data types in TypeScript, and also we will understand some of the internal behavior of the TypeScript. Let's start with variable declaration. When you talk about the variable declaration, it's very simple in TypeScript. You will be using let and const. Let will be for the mutable variables, which means when you declare some variables and you also know that in later stages it will be changed. So in that case you will declare with let. If you know that in later stage it should not be changed, then you will be using the const. Const stands for constant variables. You might be reading about something called var variables, but that is deprecated and we don't need to worry about that. As a standard process, we will be always using let or constant. So see this example, let and the variable name username, and we will be using the camel case, which means that it starts with small letter. If we have the next word, then you will not have space or underscore. You will be having the word continuously. However, the starting character will be in caps. Then colon, it is not a semicolon, it is a colon, then the type. Now we are going to see the primitive data types. Obviously, in any programming language, definitely there will be a string type. So we will be typing string as a type, and we will be giving the value in double quotes or single quotes or tick symbol. Tick symbol you will find just above the tab button in your keyboard. We can use any of these. However, there is a special scenario where you will use the tick symbol. Now, as we discussed, we have used the let so that we can reassign the value for the given variable. So that's the reason you can see username, again it can be changed to Raghavan. And now you might be seeing lot of lines commented out. So these lines will not be executed or will not be used in the TypeScript conversion. For example, for single line commenting you will be using the double slash. For multi-line commenting you will be using the slash followed by the asterisk symbol. At the end of the thing you will be having the reverse asterisk symbol followed by the slash. As of now everything is commented except first two lines. In previous videos we have seen what is the structure and how do we convert this TypeScript into the JavaScript, and all this configuration has been added to the tsconfig.json. Now I am going to the index.ts. We have seen the basic code. Now let's convert this. npx TypeScript, it has been converted into the JavaScript. As you see, almost everything same, but you don't have the types. Now you can execute the JavaScript directly, and JavaScript file is in the dist folder. So I am in the same folder in the terminal. In the terminal you will type node and the file name. There is no output because we don't have any console statement. In order to show anything on the terminal or console, you will be using the console.log, and within this you will be having the string to be displayed. Either you can mention the variable name alone or you can mention the string, and you will be using the parameterization or template literal. This tick symbol in JavaScript world they will call it as a template literal. Why? Because if you mention tick symbol and you can write your all the string and you can parameterize your variable by using the dollar symbol with brackets. Now username will be used in this and it will be replaced with the value of the username. Now save it and execute. Here you can see username is Raghavan. So now we have understood the basic usage of the let and the variable name with TypeScript. Let's go to our original TS file. Now we have completed this one. Even if you can type the console.log in the TS file also, it will be added to the index.js. Now let's go to the next line. Here instead of using the let, I am using the constant and I am giving the value there itself. As we already discussed, when you make any variable as a constant, that means that later you cannot change it. For example, let me try to give some more value age 31. Since we are the TS file, it will directly give the error. Here you can see cannot assign to age because it is a constant, and this kind of rules it will come with some ID. For example, this is as per the TypeScript rule 2588. This might be helpful in later case to refer the reason why we are getting this error. However, this message itself very explicit and obvious that we cannot assign value to the constant variable. Again, we are using the template literal username and the age. Let me save this and convert this into the JS file. It will be very simple. npx tsc, yes, it has been converted. Now if you go to the index.js, you can see the extra lines console.log. Let me execute the index.js file. It is showing both username and age. I can come back to the TS file. Now let's understand the primitive data types in JavaScript. Primitive data types means it is a basic data types. All other types can be created with the help of primitive data types. It is like a cells in our body as a basic unit. Let's try to understand the primitive data types. Here we all use the let keyword so that we can reassign the values in later stage. So let count and it is type of number. Yes, we have multiple primitive types: number, string, boolean, bigint, null, undefined, and also symbol. In QA terminology, you may not need the symbol. However, if you are interested to learn about symbol, you can learn definitely. But for our scope, it is more than enough. So number, string, boolean, bigint, null, undefined. Number, as you mentioned, it can take any number, including the decimals and negative numbers. There is nothing called float or negative numbers. Everything will come under the number. String, as we already discussed, you can create strings with the help of single quotes, double quotes, or the template literal or tick symbol. Boolean, it will have either true or false. Bigint, in some cases you might need some values greater than the limit of numbers. So in that case you will use the bigint. However, the scenarios are very rare. Now coming to the two different data types, null and undefined. If you talk about the null, sometimes you intentionally keep the value as null. For example, the username has to be null or the cache has to be null after the user's logout. Basically, whenever you want to make the value null intentionally, then you will have it as a null. Here result is type of undefined. Generally nobody may not create this kind of variable, but there are some scenarios you will have this. For example, let's go to the previous one. Here you can see let age is type of number, but I didn't give any value to that. Since it's a let, I can give the value later, but I forgot that. Because of that, it will be undefined. Now let's try to see. We will convert into the JS file. Hope I have saved it, and again I will convert. Here you can see it is giving the error variable age is used before being assigned. So we are using the age variable without getting assigned. But however, you can wonder, this already created the JavaScript file. Here you can see console.log. Even though it is giving the error, we can still execute. So let me try to execute node index.js. Here you can see username Raghavan, age is undefined, which means that even though you have created the variable but you have not given the value, it was giving the error in TypeScript. If you go to the .ts file, you can definitely see the error message, but still it creates the index.js, and also you can execute the JS file. So this is where we need to understand the main parameter of TypeScript. TypeScript is a development time checker, not runtime checker. It only checks your code and gives the error, but still you can convert this into the JS file and also you can execute. Then now we have the main question. If it is not blocking our execution of JavaScript, then why do we have TypeScript? The main reason is it blocks you at the development level and gives all the errors, especially it catches all the bugs in development level itself rather in execution. But still, as we mentioned, it is a development time checker. It will not block you to execute the index.js. Okay. So with that we will try to proceed further. So undefined, now you know, whenever you have the variable defined but it does not have any value, then you will get the undefined or missing values. If you are getting the values from the external system like a JSON file or JSON object, they may not have the value. So in that case it will show the undefined. But null is the one where you will set by yourself intentionally. Now you have understood the basic primitive data types: number, string, boolean, bigint, null, undefined. So let me execute again. First I will convert this into the TypeScript npx tsc. Now I am executing the output. So here you can see the output. Whatever we have seen in the previous example, it is let type of variable declaration. We can have the same thing for constant, but now you know the reason. If you are having the constant, that means later stage you are not going to change it. It is fixed. So for that reason we can use the const. And also you can see the example of how to create the symbol. However, we are not going to use symbol in our daily QA life, but it's better to know what is symbol also. So basically symbols for to create the unique values in JavaScript. It might be more useful for the developers, but for us, knowing the number, string, boolean, null and undefined are enough. Let us execute the index.js once again, and here you can see you have all the output here. Here I have executed as an object. So it is the hint for the next video where we will be knowing about the functions and other data types and return types. So in this video we have understood what are the different types of declaring the variables, which are let and const. Constant will be used. You will use the let type of variable declaration if you decide to change the variable value in later stages. Whereas if you don't want to change the value of the variable, then you will use the constant. And also we have seen TypeScript will be the development time checker, not runtime checker. It will give you the errors, but still you can execute the index.js if you want to. It is mainly for catching the errors at the development time, not to block you. And we have seen the primitive data types: number, string, boolean, bigint, null, undefined. However, we are not covering the symbol because it's not mainly focusing on the QA aspect. And also we have seen the difference between null and undefined. In string type also we have seen the template literal, so that you can directly create the template and you can parameterize the variable values there. And some sample examples with let and const both. In this case both makes the same output. And this is all about this video, and always be a rainbow in others' cloud.